Have you ever wondered why you keep going around the same mountain, repeating the same cycles and behaviors over and over and over again? And no matter how hard you try, you just can't stop. Stay tuned and I'll give you the answer. Hello, and welcome to the place where I coach you through the process of transformation from the person you came to be as a result of what's happened to you in your life to the person you were created to be. And I teach you how to apply biblical and personal development principles to help you achieve inside out success in life and business. We accomplish this through the process of inner work, doing that which is one of the most difficult things a human being will ever do. But it's worth every minute of the pain, all the tears, all the struggle, because when you make it to the other side, your life changes. You start to see yourself in a way that you could never have imagined, because you actually learn who you really are in Yah, who it is that He truly created you to be. Up until this point, you are living a life that is not your own. You're living a life that you were born into. So depending on, and I talked about this in the last video about the black sheep of the family, or someone that has been identified or has identified themselves as the black sheep in your family, or you're that person where you feel like you don't quite fit in. There's just something a little different about you. And in the world system, because I was one of those people. And in the world system, you are looked down upon or you become ostracized when you don't fit into the mold or the role that the world system, your family system has created for you. And really, it looks like a little box. And when you are the chosen of God, the chosen of Yah, which really, this black sheepism really is a clue that you are chosen. And we are, of course, I'm going to keep talking about this in videos to come, but in this video specifically, why is it that you keep repeating these same cycles? Chosen one, you're repeating these same cycles because you're rejecting your teachers. Who are your teachers? Your teachers are the people, places, and things that you have found to challenge you the most. You might say, oh, this is too difficult. This is too hard. I don't want to do this. Forget that. Nuh-uh, this ain't for me. Or I must have missed God, because I don't know how it seems once I reached out to Him and gave my life to Him, everything went to hell. People started falling off, relationships fell apart, people started acting funny, you might have got laid off from your job. All of this was God's pruning process in your life. He has to prune away that which is not of Him, that which is not ordained for you, that which can be a hindrance later on when you start walking in your purpose. And even still, I'm going to interject right here. I challenge you today, if you have not made the declaration to decide to live with purpose, do so. If you're listening to me today, it's already in your heart. It's already programmed into your heart, because my prayer is Yah, only bring people here, only attract people to this platform, to this community that are ready to do the work, that are ready to live with purpose, and that are ready to seek the Creator, seek your Father, seek your Abba with all that is in you, that you're ready to study to show yourself approved. You're ready to get to know Him intimately for yourself, without anybody between you and Him. So when He sends these things, these challenging times, these difficulties, these difficult people, don't run necessarily. And it doesn't mean to allow toxicity in your life, or to keep toxic people close to you, or how you've heard people say, oh yeah, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I don't even know who came up with that, but that is the worst advice anybody could ever give you. Because first of all, somebody that's not for you, somebody that's trying to harm you, why would you keep them close to you? Why would you give them intimate first person access to you? That doesn't even make any sense. But these teachers are when something is happening to you that makes you feel uncomfortable, it may be painful, it may be hard, it may be something you don't understand. ask the question, what is this situation, this person, this thing sent to teach me? And the minute you reframe how you perceive these difficult times in your life, right? You're changing perspective. This is a paradigm shift. When you have that paradigm shift and you start looking for the lesson, you start looking for Yah in everything, in all things, good, bad, or indifferent, as they say, you will grow. You will experience exponential spiritual growth. And what'll happen is each time you accept your lesson, you move closer and closer and closer into alignment with Yah. And when you're in alignment with Yah, that means everything he created everything he created you for, which is to do in and through you, will flow easily. Does that mean you won't have struggle from time to time? No, we live in this world and we know where this world is headed. But what Yah is doing is he's preparing us to lead in the new economy, in the kingdom economy. This is the kingdom, God's way of doing things on this earth. So it is the real system within the fake system that we see with and experience with our five senses, our eyes, our ears, our smell, our taste, and our touch. That is the only thing that makes what we experience in this natural realm real. So God is saying, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, the washing and regeneration of the word. So if you make the word your foundation, and then you start to do that inner work, you start releasing the pain from the trauma, you start offering forgiveness to others. And I mentioned this before, the hardest person you will ever have to forgive is yourself. That's where all the self-sabotage, self-defeating behaviors, this toxic programming that is running you, that's creating all of your habitual behaviors. Some of you are in addiction, not because you want to be there, but it was what you hung on to in that moment that made you forget about all this stuff that's inside of you that hasn't been addressed. There is a little you in there that's hiding, that wants you, this adult person, to speak to that part of yourself that you've rejected. Because really at the core of it all, you reject your teachers because you first reject yourself. You reject those teachers because they are reminding you of parts of yourself that you've rejected and that you don't want to acknowledge. But your deliverance, your freedom, everything you've prayed and asked Yah for, the desires of your heart, your purpose, everything is bound up in that space within your inner self that you've not dealt with. And so part of these keys to the kingdom that Yeshua said he's given you is to help not only unlock that realm that he's given you authority over in Yah's kingdom on earth, but what he's saying is you have the kingdom that unlocks everything about you. So when you're going through this process of transformation, just stop everything. Stop doing what you've always done. Stop talking the way you've always talked, and stop feeling the way you've always felt. And allow Yah to take you through his purification process. And you know, Yah told us he purifies through fire. And because you have come to Yah and you've accepted Yeshua as your Redeemer, and you're now in this blood covenant with Yah through Yeshua, you are going through the fire of purification. It's called the refiner's fire. It's not meant to harm you. It's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to build you up and to make you useful. Where we were once vessels of dishonor, Yah is saying, once you allow me to take you through the process, you become that vessel of honor that I created you to be. There are people you are meant to touch, and there are atmospheres you are meant to change by showing up. But you won't experience that until you know and accept who you are. And once you present your authentic self to the world, you'll realize everybody that you looked up to, everybody you shrunk around, everybody you thought was far more advanced than you, you're trying to get in this clique, and why these people aren't liking my videos. Why aren't these people acknowledging me? You're on TikTok. When I come into the room, why are they not acknowledging me when I come to the room? Once you become your authentic self, you'll realize you're supposed to have your own room. You're supposed to have your own platform, because chosen one, you were created to lead. He said the harvest is ready. The harvest of souls out there that don't know any better. You think you got it bad. There's people far worse off than you. But because you've been through what you've been through, and that which you've had to overcome is the place of your ministry. So don't think ministry is only what can be done in a church or in organized religion. Your ministry, if you are that person that is a skilled construction worker, your job sites are your ministry, and the people you engage with is your ministry. Doing excellent work is your ministry. If you're somebody that can sing, we know what music does to the atmosphere. Use it to draw people closer to Yah, not to you, but to Yah. If you are a business person, you are a kingdom entrepreneur, do that thing with excellence. That is your ministry. You don't have to be behind some pulpit somewhere, because really the church was never about a building. The church was the people. The ecclesia is the people. It's the body of believers. That's why it says we are the body of Messiah. We each have a role to play. We've been playing the world's role. How old are we? How old are you? Have you been playing it for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years? So shed that role like a skin and put on the robe of righteousness. Yah forgets about all that stuff we did when we didn't know who we were. When we confess a sin, that thing we have done to miss the mark, meaning we haven't lived up to who he's created us to be, confess those to him. Release it, because he's forgiven you. He says when we confess our sins, he removes them far from us, from the east to the west. These two coasts will never meet, ever. So embrace your teachers. Embrace that which Yah has sent to you to teach you a lesson, or to teach you how to do something, to teach you about warfare. Embrace those moments that trigger you. Embrace the moments and the people that challenge your sobriety, because when you overcome that challenge, when you fall even, it's letting you know, hey, there's a little more work you need to do over here. Or when you get that victory, oh my gosh, I'm stronger than what I thought I was. And Yah says, yes, you are. Now let me take you to the next level. And all along your journey, you're picking up tools that you're going to need for the next phase of your life. That's why we can't rush wanting instant gratification. Instant gratification. I need it now, now, now. We're this microwave generation, they say. But if you're going through life so fast, you're constantly running, you're missing these valuable tools you need for the next level. If you don't have these tools, you're not going to be admitted to the next level, because it's going to overcome you. It can possibly overtake you. So Yah says, nope, go around the mountain again, slow it down a little bit this time, and pick up these tools that I laid out for you. And the other thing I want to point out is, I've heard it said this way. I don't know who said it first, but we are human beings, not human doings. We're always trying to do the right thing, talk the right way, dress the right way, be the right person. But Yah is saying, if you just go along this journey and allow me to order your steps, you will get where you are supposed to go. I'm telling you, if I really broke down my life and what gives me so much passion about what I'm talking to you about today, every time he's elevated me and expanded me, it just happened. It wasn't something I was trying to do. And when I was trying to do it, The thing which I was trying to do, the thing which I was chasing after just kept running away because I never got it that way. Everything I have today in Yah has been because I've just been walking along on my regular day. And then these little things, these little synchronicities, these little God moments pop up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd that come from? Thank you. So practice being, practice self-forgiveness, practice releasing everything about you and your life and your experience that has taken you out of alignment with Yah's will for your life. Get into alignment with Him, and He will give you the desires of your heart, because you choosing to be in alignment with Yah is proof that you delight yourself in Him, according to Psalm 37:4. So if this message resonated with you today, consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on your notification bell, and please leave me a comment. Let me know where you are in your journey, and take advantage of your free ebook. I'll put a QR over there somewhere on the screen, and get into it. It's called Deciding to Live with Purpose. There's a mini assessment in there to give you an idea of where you are. Are you at the beginning phase? Haven't thought about it yet? Are you further along? Are you ready now just for support? Whatever it is, take advantage of the book. And I give you also the invitation to join the Wealth from Within community. So you take care. Till next time, love and blessings. Bye-bye.